All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachahakodash. Double honors to my other apostles, the great millstone, peace and salutation to the hopeful members of the elect, the Bukharim, the house of David, that has been preordained, predestined to get delivered in these last end times and to be the ruling, governing body of the nation of Yash'Allah. I'm your brother Parthon, coming back at you with another lesson. All right, going to the truth about Valentine's Day, because today is this satanic pagan holiday known as Valentine's Day. All right, and you have all these simps, you know, all these simps worshiping this pagan holiday. All right, catering to their women, you know, being infatuated with their women, not knowing the origins. All right, the scriptures say not to follow the multitude to do evil, to sin. So you have this holiday worldwide, not just in America, worldwide, okay? And we're here to tell you that, hey, you Israelites, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, not to follow these customs, all right? Otherwise, the Lord will put you to death, yes, all right? Because of Valentine's Day, yes, all right? And for Christmas, and for any pagan holiday, all right? Because those are not your customs. Those are the customs of the heathen, which I'm gonna play this video. You are an Israelite. Now we have high holy days for for our own heritage. All right, you see, you know, some are solemn assemblies and some are a celebration. You know, as you would say, like a party. All right. So I'm gonna play this without further ado, and I'm gonna get some scriptures. We are going into February now, and coming out of January, coming out of the New Year's, into February now, there was a celebration done by the Romans called the Lupercalia. And the Lupercalia was based upon their gods of Pan and Juno. They also, February is actually named after one of their gods as well. And so this is a time where you're coming out of the winter and you're going toward the spring season. And so they used to have large gatherings of young people, and they would take the name of women, put them in a large container, and the men would choose them and literally have a sexual relationship. So it was based upon this, Cupid concept. The Greek word is eros, erotica. Okay, so erotica is basically sexuality that pushed the people towards loose, open sexual relationship. And so that was the main issue on this occasion. And this is where you get cupids from and hearts and things like that. What happened was they combined this with an individual named Valentine, who in the Roman times, in the 3rd century of the Roman era, he was protecting young people. The Romans said no marriage because we want men to fight strong in battle, so we're not going to let you get married. Valentine, a religious priest, he is an innocent person who's protecting young people and wanting them to get married according to the rules of the church. He disagreed with this. They put him in jail. He went against the state. Eventually, they executed him. And on the day of his execution, he wrote a letter to 2 of the young people getting married, and he said, "From your Valentines." He's Saint Valentine's. So they took the concept of the open sexuality, put the name of a Christian priest on it, so it seems like a holy day. It seems like it's innocent. It's like they say, a wolf in sheep's clothing, meaning that it appears to be innocent on the outside because Valentine was protecting young people. But actually, it's the open sexuality of the Lupercalia. It is an occasion where more people commit fornication and adultery, where rape happens. If you look at the amount of abortions and so-called unwanted pregnancies, this is a sad case in terms of what is happening in society. And what it is leading to is a society that has no limits, that where modesty is gone and where respect for the family is gone. Not only is it going against the law of God, but secondly, it creates sexually transmitted diseases. It is one of the big problems and plagues in the world today when people do not organize their life, take responsibility for their sexuality. There's a lot of damage that actually comes along with it, especially for the women. The problem is that the socialization, that the society itself teaches people how to take it a step further. Today, erotica is an overriding concept. And so when they watch the television programs or movies, every movie they're falling in love, even cartoons. Why? Erotica. And that is the dangerous thing for Muslims and people of conscience. So therefore, we're saying to Muslims, don't play around with the devil. Because what is happening is that young people are being
Right. You see. Actually, let me keep going.
fooled into focusing their life on their sexuality as opposed to focusing their life on their education, on their physical fitness, and then grow into their sexuality. This is how societies develop themselves over the centuries. And when we look at the Quran, it tells
Right. That was it. And what he said is true. All right. This is a hyper sexualized world. Now I want to go back. All right. To this real quick. Something he said.
he was protecting young people.
Okay. I'm gonna go
What
back.
happened was they combined this.
Salakia.
And so that was the main issue on this occasion. And this is where you get Cupids
Right.
from.
So the main concept of Valentine's Day was open sexual activities, like orgies. You just grab a woman up and you have sex with her, all right? And guarantee that, they didn't make them their wives or anything. This is done in the Roman Empire, all right? Let's keep going.
Hearts and things like that. What happened was they combined this with an individual named Valentine, who in the Roman times, in the 3rd century of the Roman era, he was protecting young people. The Romans said no marriage because we want men to fight strong in battle, so we're not going to let you get married. Valentine, a religious priest, he is an innocent person who's protecting young people and wanting them to get married according to the rules of the church. He disagreed with this. They put him in jail. He went against the state. Eventually, they executed him.
Right, and that's where, Valentine came from this priest, or he was trying to protect young people, even though he was going off as well, because marriage, according to the Bible, is through sex, all right? The act of sex, all right? That's when you pop the woman's cherry, you thrust through, you break her hymen, all right? And then afterwards, you will have intercourse, all right, as Elder Malcolm says, all right, or he said in one of his videos. But the act of sex, that is marriage, okay? In the Roman Empire, the Roman army were telling the young men not to get married so they can be strong in battle, which makes sense. Even the fighters, your top fighters abstain from sexual activities or ejaculation period. They call it semen retention, which, has a lot of benefits, all right? Has a lot of benefits, and, I myself practice that as well from time to time, just to, whatever I need. But that's neither here or there, all right? I either practice it for more energy, just focusing more on the Lord, all right? Because women can be a distraction, all right? But he was protecting young people to, get married through through the church, which all that is, all right? All of that is off. Again, marriage is through the act of sex, all right? But just showing you that's where the word Valentine go back to. It all goes back to Lupercalia in actuality. All right, just sexual activities, orgies, you know. You see, you see, and the latter part what this man was saying is, yeah, Satan is fooling these people, and we live in a hyper sexualized world. Everything is sexualized. Okay, hell, it's Valentine's every single day. These niggas is simps. All right, these women just parade themselves half naked. All right, this is a hyper sexualized world, a very hyper sexualized, and it's gonna come it's gonna be your these women's destruction. All right, you see. But you are not to follow these pagan holidays. All right, you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and speckled birds. Meaning you may look like another nation, all right, but you're an Israelite according to your father's side. You may look like an Indian and you come from India, or you may look like a Greek and come from Greece. But if your lineage goes all the way back to Isaac, to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, you are an Israelite. Now, how do we know? Because we don't have the genealogies no more. It's all through faith. Ultimately, look, the Lord, if He wants to wake you up, He'll wake you up. That's all that needs to be said. All right, it's all through the Spirit. Jeremiah 2, Jeremiah 10, verse 2. Thus said the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. For the customs of the people are vain. Well, that's going to Christmas now. But right, learn not the way of the heathen. And that is a heathen pagan um holiday, all right? Valentine, Lupercalia, okay? And you're just given to sexual pleasures, lusts. And today, now it's like you're really just bowing down to the woman. All right. If you don't give your woman a present, she's mad at you. It's gonna be hell at the house. Well, not over here, not the men of the Lord, because you can miss me. You can miss us with that shit. You can go somewhere else. All right. We have this truth. All right. We have Yahweh Shemashai. We the real kings. All right. But these men today, they bow down unto these women, these weak, soft, effeminate men. This is Proverbs chapter 31, verse 3. Give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings. You see, so it says, give not thy strength to women. You see, you ain't supposed to do it. All right, a woman will take you out. Yes, you know. So yeah, I just want to bring up this lesson, quick lesson. All right. So Lord willing was edifying. Till next time, Shalom.